We see Shankar, a fighter pilot in the Indian Air Force, flying his combat aircraft. At that moment, he becomes suspicious of Chinese aircraft that has entered Indian territory, and its intentions appear hostile. Instead of following official protocol, Shankar aggressively moves toward the aircraft and begins intimidating it. Because of this, the Chinese aircraft is forced to retreat back across the border. After completing this action, Shankar returns safely to the base. However, his superior officer is surprised and concerned by what he did. As a result, Shankar is ordered not to fly any aircraft again until a psychological evaluation is conducted on him. Angry and upset, Shankar leaves the place. Meanwhile, other Air Force personnel discuss the situation. They say that Shankar is their best pilot and one of the most capable among them. His case is assigned to a military psychologist named Mukti. Mukti is a psychiatrist who works specifically for the military. She is currently pregnant, and she is also struggling to stop drinking alcohol. When Shankar's file is brought to her and she begins reviewing it, she sees his name. Seeing his name fills her with fear. She immediately goes to her superior officer and requests permission to personally handle this case. Her superior agrees to her request. Before traveling, Mukti visits her father, who is living alone in a small place. She informs him that she has discovered where Shankar is currently located. After saying goodbye to her father, she leaves and arrives at the Air Force base. Her purpose is to meet Shankar. It becomes clear that the two of them share a long history. When Mukti arrives at the main office, Shankar is called in. The officers want to introduce them to each other. But when Shankar sees Mukti, he becomes afraid. He immediately requests permission from the commander to leave the room. Something is clearly wrong. The story then moves back to events that happened 7 years earlier. 7 years ago, Shankar was a student at Delhi University. He was very aggressive and short-tempered. He was also the president of the student union. At that time, many students were afraid of him because he often caused trouble and intimidated others. Meanwhile, Mukti was a psychology student. She was calm, intelligent, and focused on her academic work. Her research was based on proving that even a very aggressive person could be changed into a calm and stable individual. She was conducting this research in order to earn her PhD. At that time, Shankar enters the building while causing trouble. Mukti tries to stop him. She reaches out her hand to intervene, but Shankar grabs her hand forcefully. At that moment, he becomes surprised when he sees her. The professors who witness this situation advise Mukti to choose a different research subject. They tell her that changing someone as stubborn and aggressive as Shankar would be extremely difficult. But Mukti remains determined. She decides to choose Shankar himself as the subject of her research. We then see Shankar in jail. His father comes there to get him released, but Shankar refuses to leave with him. Later, Mukti arrives at the jail. Because of her involvement, Shankar is released. After that, the two of them begin talking and spending time together. Mukti tries to convince him to participate in her program. She tells him that she wants them to become friends and that she wants to change his aggressive behavior. But Shankar does not take her seriously. He ignores what she says and behaves dismissively toward her. The next day, it is Valentine's Day. All the students are celebrating and enjoying themselves. However, Shankar begins disturbing the students and creating problems for them. Mukti sees this and approaches him. She advises him to stop his behavior. But Shankar's friends interfere and tell her that Shankar will never change. After seeing how stubborn he is, Mukti leaves. However, because she cares about the students, she approaches Shankar again. She speaks to him seriously and tells him to stop troubling people. Shankar is surprised by her determination. He realizes that she is serious about changing him. Shankar then makes a challenge. He tells her that he cannot be changed. He then asks her, "What if I fall in love with you?" Mukti replies, "There is only work between us. There is no love between us. Even if you fall in love with me, it does not mean that I will love you." After this, Shankar begins trying to present himself as a good person so that she will accept him. The two of them become friends. Gradually, Shankar starts reducing his aggressive behavior. He begins troubling people less. At the same time, Mukti continues her research so she can complete her PhD. Over time, Shankar begins to change. He becomes calmer and stops fighting. One day, Shankar's friends call him and tell him to stay away from Mukti. They speak badly about her and try to turn him against her. This confuses Shankar. He is surprised by what they say. He even tells his teachers that he does not have any personal relationship with Mukti. Later, Shankar is called for a confrontation with another man. All the students gather there. Shankar and his group arrive and stand there, ready for the situation. Mukti also arrives there. She tells Shankar that if he hit that man, then he should allow that man to hit him back. She even holds Shankar's hands to stop him from fighting. Shankar then tells Mukti that the man can do whatever he wants to him, but after that, she must do whatever he asks. Mukti agrees to this. After this, Mukti goes to her professor and shows him that Shankar has started changing. In front of the students and teachers, Shankar allows himself to be hit without fighting back. This surprises everyone. It is the first time Shankar shows such change. Even the professors are surprised by this. After this incident, the two of them leave together and spend some time talking privately. They go to a hotel and sit together. Mukti tells him that he did something good. She acknowledges his behavior positively, but Shankar refuses to accept that he did it just because it was the right thing. He tells her that he is not doing all of this for himself. He questions how he can continue like this if she does not love him. After saying this, he leaves. Mukti realizes that Shankar is truly beginning to change and become a good person. After this, the two of them grow closer. Shankar's behavior continues improving, and he develops genuine feelings for Mukti. That was their past. Now in the present, Mukti is pregnant by another man. She asks to speak with Shankar. Shankar arrives carrying petrol. He intends to burn both himself and Mukti together. However, Mukti stops him and prevents him from doing this. Shankar tells Mukti that he loves her very much. Mukti then tells him that he should come to her house. After this, both families become happy and begin celebrating. On the day of their meeting, Shankar receives news related to a government examination. He learns that he has passed the UPSC examination. People who pass this exam are given important government positions. Shankar's family becomes very happy after hearing this news. However, Shankar refuses this path. He was not planning to pursue that government career. He closes the door and isolates himself. Later, he comes out and apologizes to his family. After this, Shankar and his father are traveling on a motorcycle. While riding at speed, they are involved in an accident. As a result of the accident, Shankar's father dies. This deeply affects Shankar. Later, a religious man meets Shankar and gives him advice. He tells him not to remain weak, but to turn his pain into strength. He reminds Shankar of his father's dream that Shankar should become a pilot in the Air Force. After this, Shankar begins training and eventually joins the Air Force. Meanwhile, Mukti becomes addicted to alcohol. She drinks heavily and begins suffering physical damage. Her liver becomes severely affected. Her condition becomes very serious. And here as the story ends. Thanks for watching. Consider like and subscribe.